you know, it's.
I think it's due time I do a television video or what. I don't remember the last one. I think the last one I did where we explored the television was the Predicta, which was like what, September, October. I guess the debates count as one. We just watched the debates on. Actually, you might remember this TV that you're looking at here from the debates, and I guess the last video counts as a television video, sorta. We didn't really explore the television. We just watched the NASA Space Mars rover live stream. This is, I'll turn it on here real quick. A Bakosonic. I'm guessing that's a Japanese brand or a Chinese brand. There we go.
So, some of you in the chat room, we've seen each other a couple of,
Bakosonic, TV, radio, cassette recorder, VHF, UHF, FM, shortwave, medium wave. Now, I might have different thoughts on this than other people do, but these seem like something that seem like a rarity these days. The ones with shortwave on them, and I have running off of what, like 4 D-cell batteries right now, so the contrast is a little off. But one thing that I was impressed by with this,
had a few comments and especially with the fact that now I have the console that
the picture quality, the picture quality is not bad. It's got a plastic cover over the CRT, but other than that, it's got, out of all the other, what is this, like a 5-inch CRT TVs that I have, I don't know, most of you that are, those of you who aren't new to this channel, you know that I'm a fan of the small, solid state, little 5-inch CRTs, portable CRTs. I have a lot of them. I got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them in this room here, and I actually got busted CRT here. This is 1.4. The one I'm looking at here is a 1.4. Not this one. This one is a 1.4 14SX 3x4. These are the ones that are in those Chinese crap plastic, you know, Dollarama televisions. Right, so quick look here. Got the tape counter there. There's the tape deck, of course. It'll focus. The funny thing is if you want to record, you gotta press record and play. You gotta push record and play down at the same time so that the motor runs when you hit play, and that the record head comes out when you hit record. And it's got a little condenser mic in the front. Got some mic jacks on the side here. Here's the switch to toggle between 220 volts or 120 volts. It won't do anything if I put it to 120. If I put it down to 220, it'll turn on. Maybe someone... Okay, so that's without the batteries. You can see the verticals all... I gotta move this to the side here to get to the vertical hold control. If I run it on batteries, the vertical is fine, but... And look at the contrast isn't very great either. Quit blinking. I'm not getting any audio. Go back to do radio. Here's FM radio. There's tone control. Tone control is a bit scratchy. Just gotta put some. I think I already did spray with contact cleaner. I don't get copyrighted, but yeah, FM's pretty quiet. It's there, but go to the strongest station here. That's CBC Radio 2 or CBC Music playing right now. There's its broadcast tower. It's right outside my window. It's less than a mile away. See if I can. I'll show you what happens. See? Now it doesn't want to run at all. Nothing.
Wizard of Oz, nice to have you on board.
No power, nothing.
Wisconsin,
Go back down to 220.
Joe Rutman, nice to have you here from Chicago.
See, and there it is. Let me see if
That is
Unto you with my grace and with your mercy, will you wait with me? But it's too painful. Someone comes to us.
I don't really care if I destroy this tape. I don't really care about I just kept these for test purposes. Test subject.
And all of a sudden, that little thread becomes a giant in our lives. A giant!
Tape counter works.
Is your salvation.
Yeah, see? That wasn't too bad actually, but it started. If I can, just gotta stick my finger in there and wind that back up. Okay, and then we'll cut an album here real quick. Check 1, check 2. Flutter check, check 1, check 2.
We delivered. Never could attach itself to the uterus wall. There was no place to attach itself. It kept growing.
Check 1, check 2. Flutter check, check 1, check 2. Alright. I think it's maybe I think the motor's running. There's a power issue with this entire unit. Alright, well, I got the top off. I could swear someone has been in this before and done something on this. These screws came out fairly easy. They were almost sitting in there to where you could just take them out with your fingers. But there's the CRT. It's a 14.0 CFB4. And that's weird. I don't think I've ever seen a flyback like that. A totally white flyback. There's the cassette deck. There's the motor. Orion. I know the Orion brand made some TVs and stuff like that. So was this whole thing maybe made by Orion? I don't know. Yeah, there it is. There, the flyback is Orion as well. And this I didn't have to desolder anything. Just a few plugs here. And there's whoop. And I didn't have to desolder anything. There's just a few plugs on it. And that's it. There's the playhead. There's the playhead and the record head, record erase head, and there's the high voltage transformer. This is the main This is the IF board for the TV set. God, those would be hard to adjust. Look at how they're sitting on that circuit board. They're all sitting on an angle. The CRT is an Orion too. So Bakosonic must have sourced its parts from Orion. What does this capacitor say? I think I might have found the power issue. If you look at the leads on the inside of that fuse, there. I don't know if the camera is seeing that properly. Alright, so let's try something here. That's the other camera battery. This thing is a battery, light bulb, and fuse tester. Got it at my local Canadian Tire. Nothing, not even Alright, like these are the fuses up here. It's the problem with being so damn short. I know all you can see now is the fuses, these little bulb fuses for the stove. If I can get up here. I'm looking for 0.3 amp. There they are. I don't think I see the 0.3 amp though. Those aren't 0.3 amp. Crap. Let's see here. Yeah, that's all I can find. I wonder if this will be in the Christmas light section. Actually, the ones in Christmas lights are microscopic. They're even smaller than this, maybe. Alright, some places like these will have the Christmas lights out all year round. And I'm trying to see if they have any other fuses in this section. Usually you find the fuses for Christmas lights in this section. It doesn't look like it. Got all the summer deck lights out and stuff. I think these are those 18500s that are known to explode. That aren't supposed to be on the market. Huh. Here we go. Here's our Crosley Cruiser knockoff. Victorla. I think I've seen these at Walmart before. Well, that one I've seen at Walmart. I know that. In Sylvania. See, they're knocking off a good American-made name to make this Chinese crap. Boombox. Oh, here we go. There's a cassette player. These are making a comeback. You know, the retro style. Okay, so I'm on my way down to Automotives first because I need to stop for some. Probably hard to hear me because I gotta have my damn mask on. Automotives. I gotta pick up some windshield washer fluid here real quick. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. Let's get some 300 watt subwoofers hooked up to that cassette player. Magnetic Bluetooth speaker. 40 watts max. Here's that same tester that I just featured earlier in the video. This is where I got it. $11 here at Canadian Tire for one of those testers, battery testers or fuse light bulb testers. I'm about to check out here at the. I love how masks are a fashion statement or a fashion accessory now. They're all over the aisles. Alright, ready to roll out. I got the stuff. I'm gonna get on my way home now and we'll Alright, back to the television, or the regularly scheduled program. So it's that guy down there, right there. And they are a little longer, but I'm gonna... Alright. So... let's go down to... Here we go. This was all that fuse. We're up at 120. I don't know if it's a fast blow or a slow blow. I didn't look to see. I should have looked to see. Well, these are the only ones that were there, and when I looked online, I think they were labeled as fast blow. I don't know why they don't. I guess they don't sell the slow blow fuses, but yeah, no, we're right. So we can hear channel 6. Alright, we'll stick with this here so I don't get a copyright. I'm pretty sure I won't get copyright for Destiny Ministries in Hawaii. Having the Mind of Christ by Stephanie Fast. Let's get this tape.
I said, I know, but turn it down a notch. He said, okay. He turned it down a notch, but he turned the bass up. Well, by that time, I folded my notes. I said, Lord, I have really tried. It must mean that you don't want me to speak. So I called myself up. Now, she's a wonderful woman of God, right?
There we go. Still slow, not enough torque in the motor. Oh yeah, there we go. There's the speaker, by the way. It's a Matsushita. Made in Japan. 8-ohm speaker.
To another one and another one, and $2,000 later.
Okay, so
there's no path at all.
So the television is working much better now.
And that's what this bill gives us a hope that would eventually happen. The system.
And look at that picture quality. It's probably hard to tell. Camera, let me adjust exposure here. The menu, exposure, manual.
Far too long.
Maria, talk about these diversity visas. What are they, and what's the benefit of...
You know, MSNBC is not really all that worth watching anymore. It's just a bunch of political bullcrap.
Like they just kind of happen, so it's hard to predict. But for me,
it's all politics now. This antenna, external antenna connection is getting touchy now. I just tapped it with my fingers there, and now it's... I'll tighten those screws down on the terminals, the 300 ohm terminal. I'll have to tighten down the terminals on the matching transformer. That's why it's a little touchy right now. But
there's a notion of like continuing to
that's not a bad picture. Let me go to the guide here and see if you can read the guide off the.
We don't need this wall because undocumented people.
Yeah, there you go.
Are our neighbors. They are not, this is not an amnesty. When somebody says amnesty, you say essential worker, my friend.
It's MSNBC, CNBC, that's CNBC. Whoop. Still a bit of hum. There's that Jim Cramer.
I need to sell my house.
You know, does he have anger issues or something? He's always... Every time you watch Jim Cramer, I don't know if if a lot of you are familiar with Jim Cramer on CNBC, the show Mad Money. It seems to me like he always has a temper. He's always, maybe he's just got a real loud voice. I don't know, but he's always.
House, no, it's not damaged at all. And other than talking to the local police and fire department, there's been no other authorities who've come by and issued any kind of.
Right? We don't have those. So what's in it for you? Our fees are structured, so we do that.
NBC, WDIV Detroit. That's Fox.
Started using game flames. Their laundry smells.
Oh, quit blanking. CBS.
You guys, this is really not necessary.
ABC.
In the postseason, they're going to be.
There you go. Roll it on the bass on the. Is this NBA or NCAA? No, it's NBA. Miami Heat at Los Angeles Lakers. I don't understand why Los Angeles has two teams, the Los Angeles Lakers and the Los Angeles Clippers, and they'll have them go against each other in certain NBA games. I don't understand the point in that. It's both Los Angeles. Why would people be... I don't understand why there's some people that root for the Los Angeles Clippers and then there's others that root for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's the same damn thing. Why does anyone care? I don't know why they need two NBA teams. Probably because they have so much flipping money in LA. You know, they can afford two NBA teams in their city. Just the Lakers in Miami, this one. But this little slide rant about the, there's LeBron. Just a little side rant about
pretty much all ruined. There's not much able to be saved.
Plus the outrage as customers get energy bills for thousands of dollars despite the
Here's NBC News, Nightly News. They label it as NBC Nightly News with us to hold because that's what it is on the weekdays. On the weekends, it's Jose Diaz-Balart. He's from he's actually from the Spanish network that's owned by NBC, I think called Telemundo. I don't get that. We don't get that here in Canada. None of the networks have Telemundo as part of their listings. I think it's just the U.S. and Mexico, part of North America. Canada doesn't, well, because no one speaks Spanish here. We just speak French and English up here in Canada, but
Good evening. We begin with breaking news out of Colorado, where a Boeing 777 bound for Hawaii had major engine failure. This is video of the plane moments after it happened. You can see the black smoke it left behind. Parts from the plane literally fell off, raining down on residential neighborhoods below.
Anyways, that's enough of that. Lots more to come, more content to come. Part 2 will be out soon. Stay tuned.